Didn't his coach like make him not play for like 3 or 4 games? He came back and dropped 60 just to prove a point.
Hey, yo, niggas on Wikipedia is petty as hell, yo.
Hold up, Biggie, what the fuck is that beat?
So I went on Wikipedia to look and see who did Karis LeVert get drafted by, or if he even got drafted at all. I go on here, and it says he's an American professional basketball player for the Brooklyn Nets and the current owner of the Boston Celtics.
Oh my goodness.
Because he's giving the Celtics 51 points.
Yeah.
So that's tough that somebody really went and did that. I don't actually think Karis was drafted. I think he might have went undrafted.
All right, had to get that shit situated. But what's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Run Those Games podcast. This is Gamer Wars Part 2. In this motherfucker, yes, we are back with another one. Now, we will be recording the actual regular podcast probably sometime this week. At the time of this recording, it is March 3rd of 2020. So, let me go ahead and get all the intros in. First, this motherfucker's notifications somehow never work, and he never has his phone on him at a time of need when we need him to pull up.
My phone was right in front of me.
Big games, people.
How you know he was talking about you? He definitely been talking about K-Dog.
K-Dog was here. I know who he's talking about.
He ain't been here for the past 2 podcasts, though. He definitely could have been talking about K-Dog.
Yeah.
You snitched to yourself.
Depending on who he says next, I'll apologize for my voice.
I already said Biggie Games.
Yeah, there we go. Anyways, I have my phone in front of me. My notifications is on. My volume's always up on my ringer. Talk to the phone, dog. I can't do nothing about it.
I mean, the phone could talk and give you notifications, so obviously the talking is not the issue. But next person is a motherfucker who always makes some type of defensive play build. His favorite phrase is "huh" and or "hush your lips." K-Dog.
Hi.
This ignorant motherfucker.
You stink.
All right, and my next.
He ain't even come in here and say hi to us when we all got in here. But he gonna unmute his mic, say hi, then remute it. You stink, man. Hey, man.
And my next damn co-host is our ongoing center, starting at 7 goddamn feet. You can catch him saying, "Come on, 2K, they made me do that," and raging uncontrollably. Rambo Gamer.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, I also forgot our local test for all things snackable. Rambo Gamer.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the king of these snacks. Hey, what's going on, RTG family? We out here with a nerd. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say Karis LeVert just gave the Celtics 51 on their nugget top. Hey, Sid, if you watch this video. Here.
All right. Now, you already know how we get down with these Game Awards things. But essentially, we have 2 games that we have to pick which one that we feel is the best out of the 2. Something's going to be easy to do. Something's going to be more difficult. Let's go ahead and get on into it. First things first on the topic of basketball, know what I'm saying? We got 2 GOAT games. Now, this was a little bit difficult to do, only because this franchise actually has had a couple of good games that could have been easily interchangeable. But to me, I felt that we had to pick the 2 cream of the crop games that people always hold to the highest of standards. Now, we got on the left 2K16, know what I'm saying? Which built a lot of people's, YouTube careers and shit like that. And, made the park shit popping. And then we got on the right, the GOAT with the GOAT on the cover. 2K11.
I mean, to be fair, 2K16 also had the GOAT on the cover, but you had to pay extra for the GOAT.
Who was on the cover of 2K16? Oh, Jordan was on
the Legend Edition was Jordan.
Jordan was on the Legend Edition.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, well. Anyways, so we got those 2. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give my opinion last on this one because I'm a little torn between the 2. What up, Han? How you doing, fam? So who want to go ahead and take the reins on their position?
Go ahead, Biggie.
I'm biased. I'm going to say 16.
Drop the knowledge, bro. Drop the knowledge.
One, I didn't get to play 2K11 when it first dropped because at the time I was really into Call of Duty, and I was that nigga who said, "Why would I play a basketball video game when I could go outside and play basketball?" I didn't understand at the time
You said
how
said
good.
that.
At that age, you have to remember, I was young. I was a young boy.
The irony, because you played NBA Street.
Exactly. But after a certain age, I don't understand. I was just like, yo, why would I play a basketball game when I can just go outside and play it? And then, they finally talked me into getting 2K13, so I missed 2K11 and 12. I heard that I didn't miss much in 12.
You didn't.
But I missed 11. But when I went back and played it, it was a cool game, but then I heard about all the glitches and stuff. And I was like, I can't call this a GOAT game with 8-foot my players.
Hey, we're gonna have to go ahead and just start the Biggie Don't Play These Games merch line. We're gonna have to get that in order.
Oh, I can make that happen.
I was playing other games. I just didn't want to play a basketball game.
Hey,
I wasn't into basketball as much anymore.
You want to know why that stink though?
Why?
You played Street.
I don't understand either. At the time, I was not into basketball anymore. I literally had stopped watching and playing basketball, I believe, at that time.
Biggie Don't Play His Games in the chat, know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get that shouted up. Biggie Don't Play His Games in the chat, know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I played these games.
But
I didn't play 11.
Who got next?
I did play 11. I just played it late. You didn't let me finish.
You said that you played it late.
No, you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish my whole thing. 1 second.
imagine, Mama Big come in. Just know you stink. Alright, hold up. I gotta get this shit out here. This nigga just disappeared? Also, Biggie, don't forget, you're 6'4". You're not normal nigga size. And neither are your tweezers. We ain't forget.
Alright, sorry. I'm back. What was I saying?
You stink.
I played 2K11 late, but I heard about all the stuff, and I didn't see how someone could call something a GOAT game when they had my players in it that could dunk the ball and crash the whole game. And I heard teams would literally have that player on the bench just in case they started losing. That I can't understand how you'd call that a GOAT game. That's just my opinion. But on the other hand, 2K16, the biggest issue they had was balancing between guards and big men, because the small forwards are obsolete. So it was a whole bunch of centers, a whole bunch of point guards. But in the same defense, besides the small forward, everything was pretty cool. Like if you had a point guard or a center, and you were going against a point guard or another center, it was an even match for the most part. And like I said, I'm very biased. That was the game where I started. That was the game I always make note to say nobody wanted to start shooting half courts until they put break the game Steph Curry into the game. I'd been doing it since 2K15. And then all of a sudden everybody wanted to shoot half court shots. But yeah, 16.
So we
in hindsight, I actually had a lot of fun, but at the time I hated body steals, and that used to make me so mad. But in hindsight, which is 2020, I had a lot of fun, and that was my sweatiest 2K.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stink. Next.
What do you mean?
I have more time in 2K11, but I'm still picking 2K16 strictly because Park was lit. Park was definitely lit as shit in 2K16. I played the hell out of Park in 2K16. That was probably the first and only time where I get on Park by myself. After that, nope. if we be honest, after the Jordan moments, all
I need
that
to
stuff,
clean my screen.
all that stuff was really what was cool about 2K11. The gameplay was meh. If we're being honest, it was meh. It was meh at best. So yeah, I'm not gonna. If this was 2K14 versus 2K16, all right, then we got a discussion. But this is a clear cut, obvious. Yeah, it's definitely 2K16. I'm rocking with 16.
I don't think this is the most clear cut discussion we're gonna have all day either.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be the most clear cut. It's definitely the most clear cut. We went with the easy topic first.
Nah, it's easy for y'all. K-Dog?
2K16 airport. That's it.
If this nigga don't start making some goddamn points, I swear for Lord.
That's the only point. They had park. That's it.
I mean, to be fair, 11 technically had something like part.
It was crew, wasn't it?
It was more than just crew. They had like the player match system as well.
It wasn't park, though.
Nigga, the only difference is that you can't walk around.
Thank you.
They did start have Blacktop online, though.
But it wasn't park, though.
It wasn't.
So because you couldn't walk around, spend VC on stuff that don't matter, it's not as good. Look, I agree with you that 2K16 is better, but your reasoning is not very solid.
I think we have found the Doughboy version of arguments in RTG. We have officially found our Doughboy.
But it didn't have park, though.
This nigga shall be known as Doe 6 now.
I ain't lying.
Nigga Doughboy makes the same, just no sensible arguments. That's what K-Dog does. Last time we did this shit, it was for niggas. What? Today, it ain't have part.
And I was telling the truth again.
But you gotta elaborate more.
And then the irony of that shit, it wasn't for niggas, but what the niggas do for that game now? I don't see a new Midnight Club.
Y'all agree with me too. That's the crazy part. Everybody agreed.
No, they agreed. I disagree.
I definitely agreed.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny.
But I was watching TBH's little solo podcast, and he was talking about like why
they didn't sell well. I told y'all this.
Yeah, why the Street Series isn't coming back, and it's like I loved Midnight Club. But I understand it probably didn't sell as well as they were hoping versus the other games that they had out at the time.
Yeah, so their version of selling well might be different than everybody else's.
Yeah, but yeah, to be fair, the game still had a lot. Me playing it, I would always run into people on that game. I really think it just has to do with Rockstar. Was like, we have to drop one of these titles, and that was the worst selling. It still sold, I think, pretty well, but it just didn't sell as much as the other, so it had to go.
I mean, no,
it didn't sell enough for them to be like, all right, we made.
Yeah, it wasn't. Enough
it wasn't a justifiable cost. It's like why? Why put our resources and money behind this when we have our heavy hitters, which everybody looks forward to. Like, I'm not gonna say yearly, but like on a consistent basis.
When we drop it, we know we're gonna make money off.
Dog, when GTA 5 dropped, dog, the fucking world stopped.
Yeah, I think it's different from what happened with NBA Street because, like I said, it's not like I only saw like the same seven people every day on that game.
Kind of like NBA Live right now.
Let's be honest. Like they Street Series, you knew it. Like if the Street Series had came out now and did the way it did, you would know exactly why, and you would know exactly why they did.
But at the time, you were a kid and you thought everybody played it.
Putting Mario in those games. Do you understand the bag that EA had to give up to get them niggas? That's the reason there was only 3 of them in the game.
I mean, if we're being honest now, they brought that shit back out now, and they were actually to incorporate different characters in the game, like with different like exclusivities to consoles and shit like that. That game would be ridiculous.
Oh, no.
It's a perfect time to bring it out because imagine like having. I don't even like Drake's Uncharted, but having Drake in there, fucking Lara Croft. fucking for shits and giggles have
I'm
Ratchet
telling
and
you
Clank
right
in
now.
there, that'd
Oh,
be
no.
Like, they
fire.
bring out a game and Nathan Drake's and they're doing crossovers and the Sham guys. I'm not playing that game. I'm sorry, I will not.
Because it's not made for niggas.
Exactly. I'm not playing. I'm not getting online. Somebody got Nathan Drake doing the slip and slide behind the back, off the glass, backboard, honey dip dunk.
Why would
Let
No.
people enjoy the game how
Why
they
would
want to
they-
enjoy it,
But why
man.
would
Yeah,
Nathan Drake
man,
even-
no.
Do you hear this? Okay,
I'm
Doughboy.
not finna play that.
All right, Doughboy.
Hold on. Who is paying for Nathan Drake to be in an EA basketball game?
I'm just going off what Wu said. I'm not trying to get on here and see Laura Croft
Again.
doing
All right,
doing the
Doughboy.
honey dip
I
dunk.
dunk on y'all
Off
with
of
Lord
hell.
Croft.
Facts!
Hey, yo, Laura Croft, she definitely from the free throw line. Big facts. But what I was saying is,
All right, Doughboy.
you knew how desperate EA was to try to get people to buy that game because they put out so much money for the three Nintendo characters.
Yeah.
The game did well, but it was only on Nintendo. Only allowed it to be on their console, which at the time was still technically the most powerful console that was out, but it wasn't the best selling.
Nope.
So you knew that game was gonna flop.
Because the PS2 had that shit beat by a long shot.
It still have mad games.
But the game, it's crazy. It's still crazy to me that the GameCube was the most powerful console.
Dog, for how small that motherfucker was, absolutely.
Man, if you don't stop walking like that, ain't nothing wrong with you.
That shit ain't make no
Man, look
sense.
at your stomach hurt, but you sitting here eating. Shut your mouth.
Do you
Anyway.
need a Tim to throw at him real quick?
No, he gonna get smacked upside his head. Keep talking to me like he crazy.
Again, do you need a Tim?
Oh no, I don't need no Tim.
All right.
He know about these hands.
But the Tim's more efficient though, because you know, long distance.
No, it ain't. I don't need long distance.
We ain't our mamas no more where they could have the damn heel and the boomerang and shit. If y'all know where that joke is from, I fuck with you.
Yo, facts.
Can I get this ice cream? Guess not.
But personally, I'm going against the grain. Damn near as per usual at this point. I'm going 2K11 for the opposite reason why these niggas like 2K16. I wasn't really playing online. I wasn't, you know, trying to be a nigga.
Woo wasn't online like that.
I wasn't.
I don't blame you.
I really wasn't. Like, I was playing that game, getting my character maxed out, having a grand old time. I told you, I didn't play online 2K until about the tail end of 14. And that's when I told you, I joined my first crew, which was apparently a bunch of, you know, bandwidth bloods. Because I literally joined a damn game or crew or whatever. Like, I forgot, it was something blood in it or whatever. I'm over here like, nigga. And I'm over here like, nigga, I don't even bang. Like, but alright, whatever. Just whatever.
Your name is now Woosline.
Essentially. And I was, here's the thing.
Line 36.
I'm actually decent or pretty damn good at the game now. Back then, all I could do was just play defense and just shoot if I was open. I was not shot creating, dribbling, nothing. Just give me the ball when I'm open, I'm gonna shoot it. That was it. That was literally it. But aside from that, I enjoyed the Jordan moments. That was always a lot of fun. You hate to see it. My dog Kenny just barely subbed to me today. I appreciate it though.
Kenny ain't really out here with the squad.
I'll block him now.
But what am I saying? Oh yeah, the Jordan moments was dope. The My Career was actually fire due to the fact that I found out, because I played the game a lot. If you didn't do that well in the combine and shit like that, you're going to the D League. And it was even more fire. In that whole D League, it was actually fully flushed out. So you could actually play damn near a full season and get like your own shoe deal and shit like that. And then eventually get bumped up to the NBA and do the same shit as in grinding out to become a starter and et cetera, et cetera. That in itself was dope. I didn't play that too much online and shit like that, but I have many great couch moments playing that damn game. As well as when I actually did play online, eventually later on in life, I actually did enjoy it. But I'm kind of glad I did not discover online during like the 2K11 shit, because I did not have the problems that, thank you by the way, Rambo, that Biggie had, where he discovered that they had 8-foot players and shit like that. I didn't have that problem. You know why? Because I wasn't playing online. I was playing offline, minding my fucking business, having a grand old goddamn time. 2K16, great, had a little bit of fun. That's where I actually started. I didn't start my channel. That's one of the, actually that's the first 2K game that's actually hit my damn channel. You dig what I'm saying? Had some funny moments, some fun moments, shit like that. But like I said, I was playing Dolo at the time, so I didn't really get the full enjoyment of playing that game. Not to mention, I didn't understand dribbling or anything like that. So a lot of the times I was just getting just fucking flambéed. So I didn't have too much fun with it because I didn't understand the damn game principles and shit like that. So I'm going 2K11 just out of sheer enjoyment and memories. And on top of that, that was like the damn 2K that I got for my birthday early that I didn't even expect. So 2K11 for me on this side all day, day.
So 2K.
So are we doing the part we have to
out.
convince you? Are we trying to convince you, or are we just gonna leave it?
Ain't no
that?
way we convincing him.
Thank
There's
you.
No way we convincing him.
These are his rules. That's why I'm asking. He made the rules for this show.
It's 3-1. It's 3-1. You know what I'm saying? He's not coming back from this deficit. You know what I'm saying? We won.
LeBron, you know.
He can pull a LeBron and what?
Y'all niggas like playing online. You gotta remember, I didn't really like playing online until like later on in life.
No. Let me be clear. Let me be completely honest. 2K16, my first sweat year. 2K17, sweat continued a little bit. 2K18, completely stopped.
That was everyone.
2K19, I started playing with y'all. Well, I started playing with Chasing them, and then I started playing with y'all, and I sticked with y'all, and then I was, playing with them. I hadn't played like competitively 2K since 2K17, really. Like until I started playing with y'all and GMG, I wasn't playing. I didn't care. So no. I didn't play online games like that to begin with. I was a story gamer.
I feel that. Me too.
The comp year that I missed the most is 2K17. I feel like 2K17 was the most fun when it came to playing competitive in 2K.
Well, before we continue, go ahead and break it down why you feel that way then, because you're our local sweat.
Because at that time, it was pretty much the start. Because in 16, really no one was running zone. If you ran a zone, it did not work as well as you thought. Because in 2K16, if you had an inside center who knew what he was doing, everything was a poster. It didn't matter. You was getting dunked on. So your zone meant nothing. And you could miss green, so threes weren't consistent. So it was like that year, competitive-wise, was really an inside game. 17?
Oh, hold up.
Is
Before
when
you continue,
defense
real
started
quick,
to
Biggie. Before you continue.
Rambo, you ain't shit. I seen you posted in the chat, my nigga.
Continue, Biggie. I'm sorry.
I just seen, but in 17, it became more competitive because for at least at the beginning of the game, besides the problem with sharpshooters, the game was more like you didn't just have to worry about someone being in the paint. It wasn't just, we can leave him open, he might miss. No, the people know how to shoot now. People don't like that was the first year they bring back custom jump shots. Because in 15 and 16, you had to have preset ones, which no one liked. But anyways, 17, you had custom jump shots, so everyone could have the jump shot they wanted. They could time it the way that they knew how to time it, and all this other good stuff. And so it made the game more competitive because now you actually have to play defense all over the court, and now you actually have to run sets and run these plays because then people would run lockdowns that could stop these builds. So now you have to figure out, how do I combat?
Okay.
Versus 18, where
just skip 18. Just skip 18.
All right. Versus 19.
Yeah, we just we go ahead and step all the way over 18. We don't even remember that game. We don't remember that shit.
That game didn't come out.
Because, it's bad where every content creator, that's like their dark period. Like, no content creator enjoyed that shit at
Everybody
all.
went to Fortnite or just stopped uploading.
Yep.
Them niggas really put out a survey and said,
we played Fortnite.
He said, playing other games, I don't have time. Option C.
Fortnite.
I started playing Fortnite.
That shit was great. But go ahead, B. Keep going.
They could have just kept that under other games that they felt away.
Oh yeah.
And then they added a battle royale in their game. It's crazy.
But versus 19, where y'all know, beginning of the year, stretch big. Middle of the year, everyone run his own. End of the year, everyone run his own with locks that can shoot from limitless range.
Yep, at the 1 and 2.
So 17, I feel like was the best year because literally your team in 17 had to be a good like mesh. It couldn't be like you had like 3 locks. If you had 3 locks, you weren't winning. Because at that point, you have one shooter and a big man.
Uh-huh.
And if your big man's a stretch, you're not grabbing a rebound. So it was more. It's gonna keep getting said. It was more balanced when it came to competitive.
Just no.
I feel like our lineups that we make, I feel like are the most balanced that you'll see a 2K lineup. Because we all can score from a certain area of the floor.
Yeah.
But then we all know how to defend, whether it's a primary attribute in your build or not. Like, niggas don't make their builds that way. They either make them offensive or purely defensive. Niggas don't know how to make builds.
And this was from the voice of our local sweat, by the way, people.
Also, I will say, as much as I've just said, I've only met a couple people who have broken that mold of what I just said about 17 and how your team had to be built. I definitely used to run with, well, I still do, run with a guy who had a glass cleaner on 17.
Right.
He could pull top of the key green consistently.
But
no matter what patch.
If we're being honest, though, there's always outliers in every game.
Yeah, that's what made it fun running with him, because it's like he's his glass cleaner, like, oh, he's not gonna hit that, and then he hits 3 greens in the corner.
Yeah, cash. All right, just some bullshit.
Now you got to get out there and guard them.
Sound like Biggie stretching 2K19.
Biggie stretching 2K19 will always be the most legendary stretch I have ever seen in my life.
By the way they play defense on you, you couldn't tell.
This nigga Biggie would be sitting at that hash mark real quick and be like, hey, let's see that real quick. Have a whole center in front of him. Over those! Cash!
Just imagine if I had
James Harden step back. Over those. Fade away 3 in the corner. Green.
When this man Biggie ISO'd at the top of the key because we let him run point and he did a step back in and got a bucket, I was like, hey, yo, he different. This nigga different for real.
Hey, yo, remember Biggie did the granddad dunk over a rim protector?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
19. Good times.
Just imagine if I had Hall of Fame limitless instead of gold that year. Because on 17, I had a 7'3" stretch big with Hall of Fame limitless.
That's AIDS. Yeah, that's AIDS.
But Biggie, with you, it didn't matter, though. That's the thing.
And that is my issue.
No, but
niggas, when they say
you got to remember, in 17, with a center with Hall of Fame limitless, I still had a 95 3-ball. I was shooting half court, 7'3".
Like I said, I'm calling you a bitch every time.
And that's my issue. Niggas say they want 2K to make it so you could pay for your badges again. Nigga, no. Hell no.
Pay for your badges?
You don't remember
back on like 14 and 13 when you could buy your badges.
You asking me to remember? You asked me to remember deep in my memory bank, bro.
When they were called signature skills.
Pull up an old Chris Smooth video.
They were called signature skills, not badges.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that! Hold up! I thought about that!
I guess some people want that back.
Yeah, hell no.
Nope.
Hey, I just looked at the stream. You seen Woo's face go from, oh, I remember, and you seen his eyebrows kind of go down.
No, because I remembered it vividly. No.
Yeah.
No. Because you know why? I got a job. Know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm able to pay rent comfortably. I got a little bit of disposable income here and there. If you think for one goddamn second that I'm going to be the only nigga out here trying to play wholesome, you got me fucked up.
I'm already a part of the train of, nigga, I am not about to start off at a 60 overall beginning of 2K. Fuck that.
Oh, God. Off the rip, I'm having all defensive, shooting, and playmaking badges on Hall of Fame. Off the rip.
Yo. It would take the fun out of the game.
It would.
That would not balance the game. That would not.
It would take the fun out of the game.
But I understand what people are really asking for.
I'm definitely on Rambo's side. It'll take the fun out of the game because there's nothing like. I'm sorry. When I actually never thought I hit this moment in my life playing 2K, when I actually got to max out a player at 99 and actually max out all his badges, that actually felt pretty damn good. Like I felt accomplished. Like I finally did that.
I understand what people are really, what if anyone is actually not too happy about, which I don't understand at this point. It's kind of how things work. It's the fact that people can have so many different badges with one build.
Yeah. By the
And
way, the demon is 99 overall again.
But people complain about that. Like like when they tried to combat it on 17, because on 16, if you remember, you could have all gold badges.
Mhm.
Every single badge could be gold. But on 17, then you could only have your, I think it was 5 Hall of Fame badges. It was 5 Hall of Fame, like 5 gold or something like that. It was something. You can only have a certain amount of badges that could be upgraded, and then everything else was bronze. So they tried to combat it, but the bronze badges were still really good. So you'd have like 27 bronze badges that all worked very well.
Them broad badges, like, nigga, it don't matter.
And that's what
Exactly.
made them. That's what made them go with the whole
Yeah, in 18,
developing the archetype system.
yeah, in 18 they brung out the dual archetypes. Even though the game was horrible, the idea was very good. I was happy to see dual archetypes.
They started
into the
dual
game.
archetypes in 18. I thought they started
Yep.
in 19.
No, it was 18.
18.
Was it?
18, but yeah, 18.
Because I had a shot creating
players
slash. I had a inside, like an inside shot creator as a power forward
That's
on 18.
Yeah, that was one of the best point guard build was made. The play short.
Yep.
I don't even remember 18. I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
I
All I
played
remember was the
18.
funky behind. No, that was 17, but the funky behind grand badge.
Yeah, that was one thing I didn't like in 17 when they brought the grand badge in. I thought that was a horrible idea. That should have stayed in my career. And I was glad when it didn't return in 18.
I had
Then it was
slasher.
just you were on fire.
I had a shot creator grand badge. Nigga, that shit hit different.
Just imagine having the playmaker grand badge and all you got to do is a simple little
Snatchback.
hesitation. You didn't have to do a snatchback. Well, you've seen some of my old videos on 17.
Yeah, fuck you, but continue.
Doing simple moves. Hall of Fame ankle breaker doing simple moves and drop everyone.
Thank fucking Christ I did not know Biggie at that time. Cause I'm telling you, I'd have called him out his name on multiple occasions.
I've shown Woo so many clips of how I used to play on older 2Ks that we have come to the consensus that we would not have been friends if he met me back then.
Nope. Nigga, fuck
And I'm
you
glad-
and the horse you rode in on.
But, yeah, grand badges and shit like that. Hall of Fame badges, that's another thing. I've been saying for the longest time, I don't like Hall of Fame badges either. I understand why they're in the game. I still don't like them. Because I feel like that's when, you notice that's when 2K started having an issue with shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Is when they added Hall of Fame Limitless Range, Hall of Fame Deadeye. Like, you added these Hall of Fame badges, and then everything just got way too out of control.
Like the Fire Nation attack.
Yeah, so, like, I feel like if they got rid of Hall of Fame
I
badges,
blame
it would
Steph
fix
Curry.
What'd you say, Rambo?
I blame Steph Curry.
I don't even blame Steph Curry. You can't blame a player that actually does it in real life. It's not fair to them. It's the fact of
what he did ain't fair
it's
to
the
me in
fact
these
of you
games.
didn't have to make it a badge. Because if you remember, even in 16, you could hit. I told y'all, not even 16. In 15, I was hitting half courts on the park. You could hit half courts.
Again,
You didn't need to make it a Hall of Fame badge.
fuck you.
Well, you got to remember, back then Park was way more arcadey.
No. I'm talking about actually no. Well, I think I still have the video up on my channel. I have a video where I hit a step back on the rec, not
You
park.
do.
So this wasn't even arcade slide. It's on the rec. Step back, limitless range 3 over 2-3 people.
Cash.
Bucket. You could do this stuff before those badges was in the game.
This nigga Biggie was different. Fuck you.
But when they added those when they upgraded the badges to be able to get Hall of Fame, you made it easier for people who couldn't do it before to then be able to do it, and now everyone can do it. And that's the issue, that everyone can do it. Whereas in the NBA, Steph Curry is a very valuable player because not everyone can shoot like Steph Curry.
I mean, I was saying the same thing about stretches and shit like that before. Like, don't take outliers and shit like that and make it so everybody can do it. And the problem is, whenever they take these outliers, they make them godly to the point where it's like, that's not even how they really get down. Like, that's always been my issue. If you're gonna make them, then make them guarantee, like, how they actually can, like, roll and shit like that.
I think I've been on record saying before in some older videos, like, I was like, I don't think that the stretch big, like a build that can only that's really only meant to shoot threes is not something that you'd want to make realistically or that you'd want to be as a big man.
Nope.
Because most big men in real life that can shoot threes are actually just post scorers, but they just have to stretch the floor now because post scoring doesn't work as well as it used to.
And if we're
it's not that they can only shoot threes. Like Anthony Davis can shoot a three. Is he a stretch big? No. He's a post scorer.
Like my whole thing is, it's like if you can shoot distance, like Steph or whatever, pull up, whatever, I don't mind. Have a nice little handle, cool. My whole issue is when you can shoot and handle like that, but you can dunk like Vince Carter. Fuck out of here.
And that also has to play into which I do like that they did this year. I like it, but at the same time, I wish I had the animations with like some of my players.
Yeah,
but, like, they changed how certain dunks, what ratings you had to have.
Mm-hmm.
So now, like, you can't be a player with like a 70 dunk doing like cockback tomahawks and shit.
Right. Get them rim grazers. But
like you can I think at a 70 dunk you can get like you can't even get sidearms at that point. You can get like the athletic one-handed off one.
Hey, I can tell you because my damn shot creating, my play shot don't get shit with the dunks. But let's go ahead and move on because we done stayed way too long on this subject.
We can talk about 2K all day.
We really can.
Unfortunately.
Well, we've had good memories along with the bad. It's kind of like the yin and the yang for us, honestly. You said, all right, so the next topic we got, and y'all in the chat can get funky with this one too. We got Black Ops 1 versus Modern Warfare 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and go first because I'm going to go, yeah, you did. And because I went last before, I'm saying Black Ops 1. Granted, I was garbage at Black Ops 1 and MW2. But I had an immense amount of fun on Black Ops 1. And as I've said before, Black Ops 1 was the first Call of Duty that I actually watched every trailer a million times. If I had a YouTube channel, I would have did like all type of in-depth breakdowns for like no reason on every little thing. Because the game was dope because it had contracts. There was like no microtransactions and shit like that. You were able to earn the in-game money and buy whatever weapons and or attachments and skins that you wanted for said weapon, which was fire. Not to mention, the maps were pretty damn dope. Every gun basically in that game damn near was like OP for the most part, and everybody knew the few outliers that were godly, but you can get them outliers as well. Like, they weren't locked behind no paywall. You get funky with anybody. The sound in the damn game was dope. Like, and on top of that, they had Ice Cube as a voice actor in the damn story mode, which is dope. And the story in of itself was fire. And don't even get me started on zombies.
Ice Cube?
Yeah, they had Ice Cube. He was in the story mode.
I played the shit out of that game. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was in the story mode. And as well as zombies. Kino Der Toten. I rest my case.
Anybody else want to
go?
Also, Dogs and Blackbird hit different in that game, too. I want to get that out there, too.
I like Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 would probably still be the one I picked. Because I sucked. I sucked at MW2. Absolutely sucked.
Hey, Rambo, high five, bro. I got beasted on MW2.
I was stinking up, boy.
Whew!
Yeah, I think I'll be sticking up the joint sometimes now. Whew.
I ain't gonna lie, I mostly hate.
Me you was giving up nukes?
Hey, I hate MW2 because y'all know why.
Oh no, I quit before I give up a nuke.
I never got a nuke off some bullshit. Fuck you, snipers.
If I stayed long enough, oh yeah, I probably would have gave up one.
Hey, you snipers! I hate every single last one of you niggas.
That's why.
Fuck y'all.
Because it wasn't nothing but snipe.
No,
I was one of them.
That's why I never got my nuke. I got 360 wide, no scope. One off my goddamn nuke.
That's still funny to me.
No, the level of disbelief that hit my body, like, you don't understand. Like, I sat there, looked at the screen for a little bit, and I was all like, did my game glitch? Nah, it ain't glitch. And then I got a kill, and I didn't get a nuke. And then the controller exploded.
That's how it just exploded.
Then it was in my hand one moment, the next moment it was on the floor into 18 different pieces. Fuck that game.
I died 4 times in the same kill cam. So,
K-Dog, you got something to say?
Neither were made for niggas.
Okay, good talk.
Oh no, I thought I had control M and I didn't. Everybody picked Black Ops 1, right?
Me and Rambo picked it.
It's a sweep at this point. Because we really took all my points when we was talking about the, no microtransactions, all that. Zombies was the big selling point when you when I saw the 2 games. Like
that game was hot.
Like MW2 Spec Ops was cool, but it wasn't zombies though. Like you know how many hours I put in the zombies, just like not even including multiplayer.
That original zombies map was great.
Many a sleepless nights getting around 60 and then getting killed on some BS and going and
You know what I'm saying? Facts. Then get back up 10 o'clock in the morning
and do it all again. Zombies. I want us to get it on PC, low key, so we could do that.
I'm down.
I'm not. I'm gonna have to find codes for it though.
Well,
yeah, what it is.
Hey, hold on, fuck that. I'm gonna go ahead and look right.
I know that voice.
Who, man?
Take it away, Biggie.
Take it away, Penny. Anyways, yeah, definitely a clean sweep. Because I can't even play devil's advocate for Modern Warfare.
You don't even like Rust, so you can't.
I mean, I could try, but nah, because my whole point was going to be if anybody was going to take MW2's side was we cannot act like that game was not a broken piece of shit, to be honest.
The next one that came out was also
One Man Army, Noob 2, Danger Close, Commando Pro.
Modern Warfare 3 is probably the most balanced Modern Warfare out of the group.
That is my most hated Modern Warfare.
And it's probably the most balanced.
I actually like that game.
Yeah, I actually like that ACR. Game too. It's just the only issue was support kill streaks and death streaks. But the actual gunplay, it was the most balanced.
Oh, if we're talking about that specifically, yeah. But that game, man.
I understand why people didn't like it.
If MW3 didn't exist, I would never play Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
So
I want to play Battlefield 3.
That too, that's really I went back to 3 before I played 4.
Yeah. But Modern Warfare 2 was a broken, god awful game if we're gonna be honest.
Hey, know what I'm saying? I could get Jordan, know what I'm saying, to show y'all the spots.
Well, I already know the spots. I seen the YouTube videos back then. I seen what people did.
Oh, I'm so mad he ain't have YouTube at the time. That man could have made big bang.
Yeah, the game was broken. There was literally, out of all the guns in the game, there was probably only, I want to say 5 actually good weapons. Because the rest of them, like, they were decent.
Which game are we talking about right now?
MW2.
It had like 5 or 6 good weapons. It had a shotgun.
That was
it had a sniper. It had like 2 or 3 assault rifles as well. And like 6 probably, because the SMGs, they had like 2 or 3. But out of all the weapons in the game, and there's only really like 6 good options. Versus Black Ops 1, where I could pick any weapon. And it would be a viable option.
I just missed the Silent Galil, man.
I mean,
the Silent Galil, the AK-74U pre-patch. God,
there was a lot of good guns in the game. AK-74U, Galil, Commando, fucking M16.
What is the G11?
Yep.
Oh, the G11. Man.
Stoner.
I give a nigga biz with the G11 with no scope on it.
So the Call of Duty bundle that has all the games with all the damn DLC, except for the latest ones. Black Ops.
I feel like you're gonna say a very disrespectful price. I'm not ready for it. I know it's gonna be something.
It's gonna hurt your soul. $944.
Yeah, all right. They on crack. First of all,
wait, hold on. Time
Hey, Woo, the fact that you even still on that page means you got money.
The fact you even thought about saying that at your lips. That's like saying candy man.
Time out.
Hey, say that 2 more times, your whole bank account over.
Time out.
They want $900 for all the cards. Don't even include the recent ones.
First of all, what's the first Call of Duty on that list, and then the last Call of Duty?
Why do I see
like Call of Duty
$900 in the same thing?
Call of Duty, just regular Call of Duty. So the very first COD Or like the
I can marry that.
It's
PS2.
pretty much all the way into like what seems to be Advanced
I have like COD
Advanced
2 on
Warfare.
PC, like 6 discs.
Yeah, it's all
so,
the way.
No, Infinite Warfare's on here too. So Infinite Warfare came
right.
after Advanced Warfare.
okay, so that's
Infinite Warfare.
all that's Activision, right? It's always been Activision, right?
Nah, Treyarch's on here too. And Sledgehammer.
No, it means like who the people. I think they're the publishers, aren't they? Activision.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Activision's a publisher.
That's who getting all the money. Yeah, they getting all the money.
Okay, so Activision.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just making sure when I write this death threat is to them.
You gonna say that live?
That was Rambo Gamer, people. Don't put me in that shit.
Facts. Don't send nobody to my house.
Facts.
But yeah, so that's how much it is for
$900. Them
and
games altogether don't cost $900.
and it comes with
Nah, but here's the thing.
all
You
the
got
DLC
season pass
too.
with it. Yeah, you got the season pass.
It
pretty
comes
much
with the
packaged.
DLC
You gotta
for
remember,
all of the games. All
Half of
of
those
them.
games are probably dead already too.
Well, Black Ops 2 isn't. I confirm that.
I know that.
Y'all see me
BO1
play
ain't.
that. Black Ops
On
1
PC,
isn't.
I don't know. On Xbox, I know because backwards compatibility.
Black Ops 2 is
Those
still
games
alive.
still
Like
alive.
y'all seen me live stream before. Like Black Ops 2 is good.
Yeah, Black Ops
But
2 is alive.
but here's the
everywhere,
travesty though. Here's the travesty.
Just hack
They are
something.
still selling it for $60.
Excuse me.
You heard me correctly, sir.
I mean, you is looking at PC.
Which is why I said I'm finding codes.
Yep, they're still
That's what I
selling
know.
Black Ops 2 for 60. They're still selling Ghost for 60.
I just saw Black Ops 3 for 60 on Steam homepage yesterday.
Yep, 60.
Yeah, I'm about to say online games don't drop that fast. To be honest,
That fast.
Like-
It's been like 4 years, right?
That's what I mean.
For Black Ops 2?
Like-
yeah.
like
It's been more than 4 years.
Overwatch on Xbox still $60.
Black Ops 1
It's
is
still
still
actually
40.
supported though.
Black Ops
No,
1 is
but
still 40.
The fact that it's still 60 this far away, and the new
That
game's
game goes
coming
on-
out this year.
It goes on sale a lot though.
World at War is $20. Modern Warfare 2 is
high.
That's
Well-
still alive.
Modern Warfare 2 is 20. But yeah, fucking Black Ops 1 is still $40. Nigga, no.
$40. See, you remember all that stuff I was talking about for Black Ops? Yeah, Modern Warfare 2.
And then if you want to buy like the game with all the DLC, that's what's gonna cost you the full 60.
All right, so Black Ops 2, I could get. Black Ops 2 is the only one that I could find. That one's $18.
That's still too. I know. I'm good.
All right, but
18? It's not bad for PCs.
probably shows more support from the bench. But anyway, so is this the clean sweep?
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Black Ops 2. I'm Black Ops 2. Black Ops 1 is honestly not even just that.
Black Ops 2
Even
too.
watching but
Mm.
even watching some videos, because I remember I was watching a Shakedown video. He was talking about, because I played Modern Warfare late. At the time, I was too young, and my parents didn't want me playing rated R games. Then they finally was just like, "Fuck it, you can play them." So then I went and played Modern Warfare 2, and I understood why it was broken. I remember seeing a Shakedown video. He's talking about going from that game to Black Ops 1. There was a lot of people that were upset because a lot of the stuff that was overpowered in Modern Warfare 2 that people liked, because Black Ops 1 was so balanced compared to it, they hated the game.
And yet they still played the dog shit out of it, which is hilarious.
That's called a crackhead right there.
I hate this game. I'm gonna keep playing it.
Yeah.
Sounds like me with 2K.
Shit.
I said me, not us.
I'm about to say I wait every day for
I
this.
spoke for myself.
I wait for the one thing that's gonna be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and I almost reached it when that got 100% contested, smothered, and the guy was laying on his back. So
But, yeah.
2K got
Black
one
Ops
up before this
1,
motherfucker
clean
just
sweep.
ends up in Plati. But all right, Black Ops 1 clean slate. So next one, because we were speaking about Overwatch versus Siege.
I ain't got that for you on either one, honestly.
I'm saying Overwatch.
I'm saying Overwatch.
I got Siege.
I ain't got neither
All right,
one.
well, since you the outlier, go ahead and explain your case.
Overwatch, definitely goated. Heroes, content, even though I feel like it could be pushed out a little bit sooner than what it really is. I feel like that's what the problem is as of right now. But great characters, interesting story, world, all of that shit. Not to mention one of the best healers, my dog Zenyatta, know what I'm saying? But there's two things with this. Skill gaps. Both of these games have a higher skill gap than the games that we mentioned previously. It's like a no-brainer. But I personally like Siege a lot more because that is probably my all-time favorite FPS for a variety of reasons. One is sound. You actually have to be on your P's and Q's when playing this damn game. If you want to go out here like you're playing COD, you're going to get fucked. No Vaseline. Point blank period. Every game, every character in the game has a counter, and a hard counter at that. Not like it's like maybe. Like, no, there's a counter for that. Like, oh, you got a thermite, bitch, I got a mute. Oh, you got like a Habana or whatever. I got Mira, so I can see when you're gonna shoot your little shits at me and fire off on you real quick. Oh, you got a bandit? I got Thatcher. Like, there's a counter for literally everybody. Even the shield people, except for Clash, of which are reworking her. But even before Clash, oh, you got Blitz and Montang? Hold this Nitro cell, my G. Bye-bye. Like, it's shit like that, not to mention the different angles that you can hold. The fact that if you're actually playing the game, like, even on console, and I started playing on PC, my eyes have been opened. If you don't have recoil control, you're going to get beasted. You're going to learn real quickly that just holding down the mouse button or the R2 button is not going to work out in your benefit whatsoever. Just holding down, hoping for the best, ain't gonna work. Granted, every so often you might get the lucky headshot, but more often than not, the person who actually is lining up that headshot and just willing to shoot one bullet compared to you shooting 60, the one person is going to win because you're just shooting with the hope and the prayer. And also, they actually stay on top of their shit. We all remember the dark days of Siege, the first year roughly, where you were able to essentially have defensive characters with ACOG sights that were able to basically run outside and combat offensive characters. I'm talking to you, Jaeger mains and fucking bandit mains.
Hey, I like Jaeger.
Y'all made me fucking sick. Like, that was broken. There was a couple bugs and glitches in the game that would kind of have you stuck in certain corners,
including
of
the
the map
graphics being trash.
But that's console. But shit like that, which made it like more difficult for you to actually enjoy. But they actually took a year, damn near, almost like a year or some months off, and they like had like this whole like doctor type theme where they were working on the game and fixing it like from the ground up. Like, they worked on bullet spread, bullet drop, hit spread, fucking overall, they just overhauled the damn game and made it fun. Granted, they did pull the wool over our eyes, but I'm gonna attribute this to Ubisoft. Their eyes got too big, knowing that the stomach of the console can't really hold all that food. Know what I mean? Because what we were showing at E3 compared to what we got is completely different, but what we got is still a great fucking product. Not to mention, with every new character that they add within the game, adds another layer of difficulty and another layer of actual competence you need to have. Because you might want to go pick Ash or something like that, but say if I got Frost, who's a great, anti-breach type character, like you could jump through that window but go ahead and take this bear trap in your leg. Ash is a definite run and gun character. You set the trap up in the right area, guess what you're going to hear? Snap! And it's a wrap. And I ain't gonna lie, the snapping of the bear trap is by far the funniest shit ever.
That is the funniest shit. He's like, yeah. You're like, yeah, I'm about to sneak from. Oh, shit!
But it's shit like that within the game that makes it that much more fun. Not to mention, every time I see one of those damn cameras that like are in for the defenders and shit like that, like out in public at a Target, Walmart, or whatever, I always want to shoot that motherfucker. So I'm like, why are you watching me? Like, it's definitely a great game, and the skill gap within it is also fun. Granted, I'm a sweat at both games. I will own that. But I enjoy Siege that much more, and on top of that, I just like the difficulty of Siege way more than Overwatch personally. Overwatch is still a great game though, don't get me wrong, but I prefer Siege.
Bo?
Do you want to go first, or you want me to go?
I mean, mine's very simple, so you might as well go ahead.
Mine's really simple too.
Oh, all right. You still go first.
I need to clip my nails, but continue.
Overwatch worked when it came out.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It sure did.
Like, not gonna. I'm not really gonna like. We're not gonna act like there wasn't a point in period of time where Siege almost went free to play because it was so damn bad.
At this point, it could go free to play. If we're being honest,
Because
because they were actually working
for the DLC.
Yep, because that's what they're planning on doing. That was one of the plans.
But there was a point where because the game was so bad and they wanted a player base to get on the game and actually try it, they were willing to go free to play. I'm not gonna let that. I'm not gonna let a game like that go up against Overwatch and choose that over that. Don't get me wrong. We all know I love Siege. I love it. The game is fun. But Overwatch is just high. It's just a way higher. It's a way higher standard to me. That game. The game won. What? Best shooter. What year did it come out?
I thought it was a game. Was it? No, I don't think it was Game of the Year. Was it?
I don't think it was
Game of the Year. I think it won Best FPS.
It won Best FPS for over. Hold on. Let me go ahead and continue while I look the shit up.
But Siege is definitely a great game, and if I feel like Siege should definitely be able to re-enter in some of those categories because Siege, the game that's out now, is so much different from the game that was out when it first dropped.
What the fuck?
That game when it first dropped was like Breakpoint to me. Game was awful. Gave me a headache.
Get the fuck
I
out
thought
of
I would
here.
never buy Siege.
Huh?
I thought I was never gonna buy Siege. That's how bad I heard it was.
I knew at some point I was gonna play Siege. My whole thing was I didn't have anybody to play with. Because most of the people that have it were on PC. And that skill gap is frightening. It definitely is frightening. The skill gap in Overwatch didn't frighten me as much. Because at the end of the day, it's a cartoon game. You're not finna punk me off no cartoon game. Kiss my ass. But yeah, that skill gap is ridiculous. The patience that you have to have, and you will be your aim will be exposed if you can't aim.
By the way, it did win Game of the Year 2016.
Okay, it did.
It has won Game of the Year 2016, Best Multiplayer Game 2016, Best Studio Game Director 2016.
That game was hot.
Didn't it get Best Voice Acting too?
Probably.
No, it got Best Ongoing Game 2017, Best Esports Game 2018, 2017, 2016.
Yeah, but
oh nope, I take that back. Take it. No, hold on, that's 2019. Let me check real quick.
They still getting awards?
Oh no, 2019. That's League of Legends. It pulled up 2019.
Oh, I was finna say these niggas still getting awards. It's case in point.
Yeah. Yep.
But point still stands. You know, it's just now it's kind of a tie now. We're talking about both games. I just like Siege. I like Overwatch a little bit more, even though we don't get on it as much because we don't have a full 5.
I'm gonna say because
6.
Because the games kind of have that game definitely when it first came out was very fun to play even by itself, but now it's gotten to the point now where their fan base has gotten so competitive in general. It's not even like people want to fake being competitive. A lot of them niggas is really that good.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you.
But then you always end up with the bad people.
I fucking hated Overwatch when it first came out. Well, I love/hate that shit. Fuck Torbjorn and fuck Bastion.
Bastion, low key. No, all right. So here's what I would like. I tell you about Bastion. Even when the game first came out, Bastion was only an issue if you had a slow character. Because like if you ran like say a Tracer or a Junkrat, Bastion was dead in seconds.
Hey, did we not remember that you were able to run 6 of the same character? Yeah, fuck Bastion, fuck Torb, fuck a Genji, Fuck a Hanzo. Hold up. Who else am I forgetting that I hated in that damn game?
Yo, see, that's who you worried about?
Fuck a
See,
goddamn
niggas,
Roadhog as well.
see,
Yeah.
y'all niggas bugging. See, Biggie might remember this because I know Biggie got the game close to when it came out.
I got it when it first dropped.
Yeah, I was say I had the
Okay.
day one.
So y'all niggas must not remember. Up against Six Mercy's back when she could revive the entire team.
See, I'm
This
thinking
one
about
Mercy was annoying enough.
I'm thinking about 6 stacks. One Mercy I knew for a fact, even when I started first developing as a Zen main, bitch, I'm killing you.
Let me put it this way.
You're
I
dying.
definitely knew.
Hey Rambo, you're dying today.
Hey,
So
right now, not
my
later.
mains at first were Tracer and Reaper. So knowing if there was a Mercy on the other team, bitch, you die before anybody else. Fuck the rest of the team. You gonna die, and then the rest of your team.
On the game.
Because if you're Reaper with
none
your
of them.
ultimate and you kill the whole team and you don't see Mercy died, your ultimate didn't matter.
At all.
At all.
And you know everybody had their ultimate as soon as they got revived.
Mm-hmm.
That Mercy might have been the original reason niggas started solo ulting.
Now that was team shot, and Mercy was the first person to get team shotted in Overwatch.
Oh, she
Fuck
definitely
that,
got
you
this
were
black
gonna die.
treatment.
She was definitely
You
the original team shot, but
Oh,
she
you
definitely
gonna get this
original
black
niggas.
treatment. I don't
You'll
give a
get
fuck.
this. You'll get this solo ult, nigga. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or remember
Also,
the Farrah
The
Mercy
most annoying
comp?
thing- Nah, y'all are forgetting the most annoying thing. Damn, there's a Roadhog. Oh, he throwing his hook. Let me get around this corner. Oh, he Wait,
Hey,
how am I
Biggie.
hooked?
Hey Biggie, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to run Roadhog too, and it was hilarious. But it's also annoying being on the other end. So you know,
Oh, it's definitely. I love
you have
doing
both
it.
perspectives.
Yeah, I love doing it. What happened to me? This game is bullshit.
Yeah, but having both perspectives, like it's fun to do, but it needs to go.
Like-
it's like this is really fun, but it's gotta go.
It happened as soon as I do it. Yes, it happens to me, man. Patch this game, man.
But my issues with the game when it first came out were it wasn't even Bastion, didn't bother me because, like I said, if you had a Junkrat or a Tracer, he was pretty much obsolete. All he could do the entire time was run and heal at the same time, and you do more damage. But my issue was like you could have a full team of one character was a full team of Roadhogs,
Who?
full team of Divas.
Oh, Reinhardt.
Yeah, nah, Reinhardt wasn't that bad.
Man, Reinhardt was annoying, dog.
Reinhardt got this treatment, then he can get this shit now.
You ever-
I was
got smacked by every Reinhardt hammer.
But like I said, when the game first came out, I was a Tracer and a Reaper main. So
Oh, you wasn't in
for a
that
character
situation.
that has a shield, I'm always up close and personal with those characters. So your shield don't mean nothing, but I'm gonna still do the up close and personal. I might get behind you, shoot you a couple times, now you turn around, I just get behind the shield again. Or just go through it. It's not like you can block me from walking through your shield.
Which was hilarious as like a gameplay standpoint.
But those are my issues. Was really just the Roadhogs because they could heal themselves. They had that overpowered hook at the time, and their shotgun did ridiculous amount of damage.
Loved it.
Diva, because Diva, especially when they got rid of, I still don't like that they got rid of. Remember when they first ran the game out? Diva's ultimate could kill her as well, so
Yep.
she actually had to get out the area.
That was
Now
lovely.
she can just stand there. I hate that.
Oh, I
The
hate
fact that she
it.
can just stand there and watch the shit explode like it's not her explosion.
Like a whole
But
mini
with
nuke
any
does not
other
affect
character-
her.
Yeah, but like any other character that has explosions can do self-inflicted damage besides her. Tracer can kill herself with her own ultimate.
Yep,
But
Junkrat
not
can
Diva.
fuck himself up too.
Everybody who has an explosive ultimate can kill themselves besides Diva, which makes no sense. It should kill her too. Because now, like how you see it is people, when you're about to kill them in their mech, they'll just use the ultimate so they can get a new mech immediately.
Yep.
And it's like, that's not how it should work.
At all.
Because because now you should technically have to go hide and wait for it to explode. And now you're just out in the open.
But that makes too much sense. So K Dog, you have no dog in this fight?
Nope.
All right, Doughboy. So let's go ahead and go on to the next one. So we got two of I guess the console goats going against each other. We got the Xbox 360 versus the PlayStation 2, and I did that on purpose.
All right, I'll go first because I'm just going to ask y'all a simple question.
Biggie don't play games.
No, I'm just going to ask y'all this simple question. So when it comes to this battle, if I were to tell you you had to go a week without internet, but you can still play because Xbox 360 still had some single player games, but you had to go a week without internet, which console are you picking?
PS2.
It really didn't matter, to be honest.
If we're being honest though, I'm going PS2 regardless. But the 360, I just prefer the controller over anything. The 360 controller is like the GOAT controller to me.
I know we're not talking about this, but I had a PS3. I went an entire 8 months without internet. So
I mean, hey, K-Dog, you was around for the dark days. You was around for them dark days.
Yeah, man, that was a dark summer, man.
Woo! That shit hurt.
That was the worst summer ever.
That shit hurt.
But I made it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to.
I'll be honest with you. That summer I had to be in the best shape of my life. I have never ran outside for no fucking reason so long.
But that was gonna be my whole argument. If anybody picks 360, which I don't think any of us are,
you'd have a decent argument within Skate in of itself. Honestly, I put at least 100 plus hours in Skate alone.
Yeah, but even I love Skate, but even playing that game, say for a week straight, nothing else, I didn't even do that. When I loved the game, I still played something else.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could definitely do it with the Xbox 360. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you, my nigga. Fable, what?
Because I'm just putting it like this.
Hey,
because if you had to go say a whole week, maybe let's say 2 weeks without internet, you had to pick one of the consoles to play games on. I'm still going with the PS2 just for the variety of games.
PS2 had a fucking catalog.
What I'm telling you is because I play these games. You can give me either console.
Too. Don't try me.
I could do either one because I'm gonna be honest with you. I definitely didn't have internet when I first started playing Fable. I played Fable for a month.
I still play Fable. Fuck you, me. That shit on my PC. I'm about to fuck around and play that shit after this is over. That
game is so underrated. It's so underrated. That game is great. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Because I'd probably pick the PS2 strictly because, nigga, give me Spyro and leave me the hell alone for 2 weeks. Give me all the Dragon Ball Z's.
The Budokais.
Yeah, give me all the Dragon Ball Z's. I'm good.
And then give me Soul Reaver. Give me all my. Hold up, fuck the bullshit. Let me go with the GOATs. Give me my Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Give me my Ratchet and Clank the whole series. Give me my Jack and Daxter the whole series. And give me my Sly Cooper for the bitches.
Y'all named all these games that you could play for 2 weeks versus Skate and Fable.
And time out. Matter of fact, time out. One more. Give me God of motherfucking War. Done.
Hold on, Biggie. Relax yourself, my good sir. Because I could play those, but I'd also still be playing. I'm not gonna act like the Gears of War series, and
Halo
story mode.
I don't like
not
Gears.
Fire. The Halo series, the Halo story mode was fire, my nigga. Give me Bully. Bully was on Xbox too. Bro, there's a bunch of cross plats that I can also still play on the Xbox. It don't matter. I'm just saying. If you were saying if this argument was which game console would you rather play the exclusives of, and you had no internet, your point would be a little bit more valid.
That would be even less fair, to be honest.
But that's my point. You just saying which console and no internet. My nigga, I can play either one of these consoles for 2 weeks. Give me no internet, I'm fine. I'm good. Nigga, you can give me the Nintendo Wii, and trust me, I can make it 2 weeks.
I don't know about that one. I lose my fucking mind.
Yo, Smash Bros.
Wow.
Smash Bros.
Didn't like Smash Bros that much.
You gotta remember, Woo. The Wii also was backwards compatible with the GameCube, brother.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, I didn't play Nintendo that much.
Hey, listen.
So I'm not a Nintendo fan. I barely
bag.
started playing Smash competitively like 2 years ago.
I had a
I'd be in my
GameCube
bag.
and I was not a fan of Mario. I played Sonic.
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of Mario. I understand what he did for the culture, you know what I'm saying, and all his contributions and shit like that. But I'm as far as like how people go nuts for Mario,
Wait, what did
I
he do
don't.
for the culture? What did he do for the culture other than show that he can't keep his bitch?
I mean, that sound like he was the first simp, and I mean that means he inspired
That's still
Drake.
for the culture.
No, one for this culture.
If it wasn't for Mario, we would not have Drake.
If it wasn't for Mario, we wouldn't have bitch ass niggas. Maybe we don't need Mario. Because any real nigga would have realized after the second time of saving Peach from the same castle that this bitch is really just over here cheating.
Hey, yo, what's crazy, yo? The game shit, yo, that's why I played all the Luigi games. Yo, Luigi can keep his bitch.
Luigi girl don't go nowhere. She always at the crib.
Luigi chick was always at the crib when he left the house and started his missions, dog.
He be gone for 3 months. Come back. She's still at the crib.
She's still
She ain't left.
cooking. She said, "You back so soon?" She said, "I missed you so much."
So
you got Mario over here. This nigga leave to go get a cup of water.
And nigga Mario
out the
yo,
house.
at the end of Luigi game, Mario done busted the door. Peach is gone again.
I mean, if you really peep game, know what I'm saying, there's a reason like Luigi was taller, he was slimmer, know what I'm saying? Luigi was really out here in the gym getting it in. Meanwhile, Mario was out here fucking up.
I'm still trying to figure out how Mario fat ass will slide through these tubes.
That man Mario
Lubed up.
Come back, his girls at a whole nother castle.
Oh, hold up. I ain't do that shit right. Mario was lubed up.
But back on topic.
But back on
I'm still
topic.
thinking PS2.
I could pick either one.
I'm going PS2 easy. I could have, if you would like 360. Even then, you have an argument. Even on 360, you have an argument strictly because of like the online and shit like that. And what that shit did alone.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If that's what I wanted to also bring up. That's why I brought up what I brought up earlier. If we're talking about with online, it makes it tougher.
Not really. I'd actually still be more inclined to pick. I'd be more inclined to pick PlayStation.
Because I didn't play there was a point in time I didn't play video games because I was really into sports. I didn't I play, and plus I didn't have an Xbox 360. I had an Xbox, did not get the 360 until I was about 10. And then I didn't have online for the 360, so I didn't get to experience online, nor did I get any of the good games because I'm 10. They don't want me playing rated T for teen, rated M for mature until I was about 11. No, not 11. About 12, 13. Then they finally was like, fuck it.
That's
but I didn't get.
My parents was giving me whatever to shut me the fuck up.
Right.
See, but I was the youngest,
playing
and I was
God of War to beat puzzles that she couldn't figure out because I had the clear head because obviously she's pissed off and I'm not.
But I was the youngest and generally the best kid, and they didn't want that to change, I guess.
Man, Aphrodite's cheeks was getting clapped by me when I was a young boy. Fuck you mean? Sorry, I had to get that out of my chest.
Like, they let me watch my brother play GTA and stuff, but
that's just as bad. Like,
they didn't want me to play it. They didn't want me actually doing the actions. They were cool with me seeing it. But after a while, I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
You didn't have to sit down with him like, hey, I love y'all, but make this make sense real quick.
Hey, dog, we went over to my aunt's house in Indiana one day, and I was like, hey, can I play GTA 4? My mom was like, yeah. And I'm like, that was easy. Went to go play it. And I guess she realized ain't nothing changed about me because I understood it's a fucking video game.
So what am I?
But there was a point in time when I only had a Wii, and I could literally I would get a game, just one or two games for Christmas and 1 or 2 games for my birthday, and that was it. So I had 4 games to play all year long, and they had to be age appropriate.
Right.
So I didn't get to experience a whole bunch of different games. I
mean, MW2 on 360 lobbies. That was a time.
I went back and played that. Like I said,
that was a time.
I didn't get to experience that when it was the actual game out.
I did. My boy Christian, when he got his 360 and he actually had online before I did, shit, them lobbies hit different. Y'all think I'm toxic
that-
now. You ain't see shit. I was
That was
worse.
the other thing. At first, my mom wasn't even comfortable with me having Xbox Live. She didn't want me online with other people.
And that's understandable because them niggas is weirdos.
They were. They definitely were.
Yeah, but like I was like, I'm not gonna be real. I was still at the point in time when I didn't talk a lot, unless it was like with my family. I didn't talk to people in general, really. So it's like, who am I gonna talk to? I'm just sitting here chilling. I didn't make an actual friend on Xbox Live until like half a year of having it. Because at first I was just playing Tony Hawk, and who I told you I didn't know how to change my gamer tag. I didn't know it was free for the first time. No one wanted to tell me until I got into a lobby with some people, and they finally told me. And I was like, "Oh,
That nigga was walking around with his name was Snugglepuff.
Right.
my name was Scarlet Puddle, man."
That's still, it's funny. He doesn't like that name, but low key, that's not a bad name.
I hate it.
Scarlet Puddle.
Low key. If
You got to think about it.
Hey,
I'm a big nigga.
hey,
I'm
Biggie,
going around named Scarlet Puddle.
if you were Roar XD heavy like how I was in these streets, oh yeah,
I wasn't.
that's a problem. That's your see. That's your
I
goddamn
wanted
problem.
to be like my brother. My brother was a hooper, and he was and listening to a whole bunch of rap. Nothing, no Roar XD shit.
My nigga Scarlet Puddle XL, yo. Facts.
But yeah, I didn't get. That's part of the reason I didn't get to experience as many games growing up, because I had the Wii, and then when I did get Xbox, limited.
I understand.
But because I was limited, as you know, with kids, when you don't let them do something, they want to do it even more. My brother got me Xbox Live. And so at that point, I'm like, yo, I'm playing these online games.
This nigga Biggie said, I'm getting naked on these games.
I'm playing online. That's final.
Fuck.
And he got me the whole year. It wasn't because it was him and my sister, I think, chipped in for it. They got me the whole year. So I didn't have to worry about it until next year. The same day. I was like, I'm going off on these games.
Back when that shit used to be $40 for a year.
No, greatness.
Oh, back when Microsoft points used to be a thing. Before you could get taxed. Shit was crazy. Government figured out how much money Microsoft was like, hey.
That's a great idea, though. That shit was definitely a great idea.
It was really out here not having to pay no taxes on Microsoft points because it wasn't actually money. It was a virtual currency. Oh my god! But yeah, if we talking about online, because once I got online for Xbox 360, I didn't look back.
For sure. All right, so
that's why I say it's tougher for me.
Is this another clean sweep? Because I'm going PS2. I named all my games.
I mean, we can say it's a clean sweep because I can play either one, so it don't really matter.
If we talking about online, I'm saying Xbox 360. If we talking about just single player game, like just playing single player, yeah.
Okay, make it easy on yourself. If you had to make a choice right now, there's a gun to your head. Nigga says pick 360 or PS2. Which one you picking?
See, I still be like, is there online? I'll be crying. Is there online available?
Nigga said, "Do you got an Ethernet cable?"
Hey yo,
no, I ain't got no Ethernet cable. PS2.
All right, PS2.
But with Ethernet cable, Xbox 360. So I'm gonna just stay with my own console, Xbox 360, just so I can be the odd one out.
All right, so we got 360. I'm PS2 all day, every day.
Yeah, PS2.
K-Dog.
All right.
I said PS2 first. Remember, because I said I survived PS3 not having internet.
Ooh, those were dark times.
I feel bad for y'all because I can't relate. Them niggas say, yeah, we going for Xbox 360. Yeah, next, Bill Gates.
Nigga said,
send them niggas.
Yo, he said, try me, bitch. Hey, Bill Gates definitely. When them niggas said, we gonna pull up on you, that nigga pulled up to their house and said, howdy, bitch.
And niggas like, yeah, we coming for Xbox next. The courtroom next week. We just wanted people to spend time
with their families. Oh my god.
Yeah, that shit was cute until you got Bill Gates involved, huh?
Oh my god. Howdy, bitch. That shit was funny because I remember I was so hurt. Cause dog, I remember because I was like MW2 Black Ops 1 region because I was like heavy into gaming, like in the online shit. Like when I started like discovering it a little bit, and I was like, yeah. I wanted to get online one day on Black Ops 1. That shit said no connection. Like, you a motherfucking lie.
I know my internet works.
Dog, I ran to my room, grabbed my laptop real quick, got on YouTube, and I was like, this shit capping. Turned it off, turned it back on. I did at least 4 to 5 times. And of course, I wasn't as, nerdy as I am now. Mama! She was like, ain't working. She like the internet's fine. It's just a console or something. You might want to check the servers. I was like, how the fuck I do this?
I didn't know they had servers. I thought I just played the game.
Oh God, my mom went to like this little Sony thing or whatever. It's like, yeah, it says it's down for maintenance or whatever. Then that's why I actually started Googling shit. I was like, man, fuck these niggas, man.
I heard about them and I was like, that shit's crazy. Niggas was on PlayStation just
going through it.
Not everybody on PlayStation was over there. As much as people love to talk about exclusives, not everybody on these consoles really playing these exclusives. So there was niggas over there that really just wanted to play online, and all they had was online games. They can't play nothing.
Dog, that shit hurt. That shit hurt a lot. Thank God. I'm gonna say thank God I had a 360. Granted, I didn't have my Wi-Fi little converter thing yet, but I was definitely playing skate and shit. See, I didn't have my laptop wasn't configured yet. When we got it configured, it changed my life. But at the time, these single player games on my 360, I was getting naked on them. That's probably when I put my most hours on. I'm gonna play Fable tonight. Actually, I really want to play Fable now. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get on to the last topic. Know what I'm saying? We almost had a clean sweep. We got 3 out of 1 for that one. Last topic at hand. You hear me? We got Destiny 2 versus Warframe.
Well, I only played one of these games, so I'm going this.
I'm being devil's advocate, so y'all go ahead first.
You already know my obvious pick.
All right. So we got 2 devil's advocates.
Oh, shit! Yeah!
Because honestly, I want to pick Destiny 2, but I have reasons for why Warframe is still.
I have reasons for both. I have reasons for both of them, like evenly. Yeah. Like Warframe,
that's what I'm saying.
Is constant updates, constant big ass content updates in of themselves.
It had more content in general compared to Destiny 2.
And on top of that, it's on PC. It's fucking magnificent. Like, oh my god, it's amazing. But it stood the test of time. Like the game, because I played it damn near like when it first came out, like in 2014 on like the 360 on the Xbox One and shit like that.
Yeah, it was one of the first games to come out on this bitch.
Yeah, and it was free. And I, played, shout out to my nigga Max because he actually got me on a little bit. But I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have no direction. But I played it because I thought it was interesting and I had some amount of fun with it, even though I was like more or less confused by what's going on. You feel me? But it just got better. Like they started making it more linear in the sense of like how the story goes. You can unlock Warframes. It's definitely grinding. It's definitely a farming game. But the community of itself is fucking huge. The mission structure is actually
are weird. Some of them are
most definitely. We see some funny shit though. But the community's big, weird, and sometimes funny and cool. It depends. It's you gotta put your hand in the basket sometimes to just figure out what the hell you gonna grab.
Sometimes you don't need to put your hand in the basket at all. Just mute them all.
Yes. But, I mean, on top of that, big-ass hub worlds, different hub worlds, and we're not going to act like it does not have one of the best songs ever. Do I need to play it?
Nah, you don't.
Y'all know the banger. Y'all know the banger. You dig what I'm saying? Different characters that all have a different play style. And as far as co-op goes, this is probably like one of my favorite co-op games, because if I pull up with Frost and Biggie pulls up with Atlas, we want beef. It's on site. You dig what I'm saying? And if I got Rhino and he has Atlas, why did y'all show up?
Boss, they're over here massacring all of us. Why did we show up today?
You feel me? And
Boss.
Like, there's just different difficulties, different weapons and shit like that. There's just so much shit to do in Warframe. And not to mention, it has one of probably the most slept on multiplayer, like, as far as like competitive like PvP goes, that sadly nobody plays. But when you're actually able to get a game in, all the flipping and traversing the map and shit like that is fun. And that in of itself is a lot of fun, just traversing the map. But I'm going Warframe till the day I die. Destiny 2 is great. Funny moments with me, K-Dog, and Biggie, goated, bar none. But I gotta go Warframe.
K-Dog, nigga, me and K-Dog falling off the map is always funny. But I mean, I'm gonna just give reasons for both, man, because you gave a lot of reasons for Warframe. The reasons that Destiny 2 is still very close and not what I'd actually pick, but I'm still going Warframe. But reasons being, Destiny 2, like you said about Warframe, the multiplayer, it slept on, but no one plays it at the same time. Versus Destiny 2, where that multiplayer is always popping. You always gonna find a lobby. Everyone plays that multiplayer,
and you
unless
will
you're just
get
too scared to shoot at somebody. But the multiplayer is fire. Honestly, compared to Warframe, the story is a lot easy. For a game that lacks a story, the story is still a lot easier to follow in Destiny 2.
Even if it is simple.
Yeah. Because I'm going to be honest, playing Warframe, half the time, I don't know what the fuck we actually do. We just, like, hey, go here and kill some niggas.
Bet!
Like,
That's probably my biggest turnoff to the game.
But
I can't
it's
play
so
it
fun
by
to me
myself.
because Destiny 2, I mean, the difference between them is why I saw like Warframe 4 is because the mobility in Warframe versus Destiny is very obvious. It's a lot easier to traverse the maps that they have in Warframe because your player is supposed to be pretty much a space ninja, which is amazing. Which also was a great concept and why probably me and Wu really got into it because we're like, nigga, these is ninjas.
Right. Bitch, I'm a ninja. Bet!
But Destiny 2, like I said, simpler to understand, and the grinding aspect of it is a lot easier compared to Warframe.
Very much so. I won't even
Where in
argue that
Warframe,
point.
you can grind for all the parts for something, and you still have to wait days for you to use a certain weapon, use a certain Warframe, use certain things. You have to wait to build Orkin cells so then you can upgrade certain things and stuff like that. So and it's a free to play game, which is why it's like that, because then they have to make their money some way.
Yeah, they have to make the money on the comeback somehow.
Yeah, they have to actually make something back off this game. So it's like that's their way of doing it, incentivizing you. You don't have to wait these 3 days to use this character. You could just buy it right now. But like I said, it takes longer for you to be able to use a character. Guns, there's a lot of them, and not all of them are necessarily good. Whereas in Destiny, they have a lot of good guns. They have a lot of great weapons in Destiny.
I say they have a few great ones, honestly.
No, so I'm saying they have a lot of good guns because we've seen certain guns are good for certain things. Like the Strum that we have, or the Sturm, whatever it's called. The little pistol we have is great for PvE. It's not as good for PvP.
Yeah, bring that shit to PvP if you want to.
Yeah, that exotic burst rifle I have is great for PvP. It's great for both. That's like there's guns in there that are great for both. There's guns in there that are great for just a single like PvE or PvP. They have guns for everything pretty much. Whereas in Warframe, because no one ever really plays multiplayer, the PvP on there, really you only want the PvE weapon. So guns that like don't do a lot of damage but do like after effect aren't really sought after. Like it's cool that you have like corrosive damage, but you only do like 12 damage. So what's the point?
I would just say it's more dependent on your build though, because the weapons I got with frost and shit for Jesus.
Oh yeah, no, but you've seen certain weapons in there where it's like you wouldn't use them. Like not every weapon in that game seems like a weapon, no matter what your playstyle is. We might like different weapons, but there's still going to be something in the game that you don't want to use. Versus in Destiny, you can find a lot of weapons that you want to use. Like I have plenty of weapons on my character in Destiny that it's like I want to use it, but I also have these weapons that I want to use. I'm gonna just go ahead and stop there saying Warframe still because that game has been out for so long and it's still so good.
Warframe stood the test of time, and every update is bigger and bigger and bigger. Railjack is some shit that like a AAA studio should be doing.
Like, even though their story definitely is confusing, and
It's definitely convoluted.
I still don't understand what we doing at this point. Mama gone, and I don't know when she coming back.
Yeah, I want my mama. Bitch ass niggas.
But game is confusing and all that, but it's still the game's been out for so long, and I can still have fun on it.
Yeah. Easily, actually.
Y'all turn, Destiny people.
I'm gonna just say this. As far as a game that you can still play, I'd pick Warframe just because it's the lasted 2 Destiny games. Don't get me wrong. The player base is a lot bigger on Destiny. But a Destiny game does not last that long.
Goes through waves.
Yeah.
Warframe, I can't play that game by my damn self, dog.
That's the only thing with it. I can play Destiny by myself, but I can't play Warframe by myself.
And like sometimes you just want to get on, do a couple.
Well, you can play by yourself because that show happy.
Because you understand what the hell is going on, man. My nigga, let me tell you something. I ain't understand.
I'm gonna be honest, we still don't know what the fuck going on.
Well, he might understand what the fuck is going on.
Pieces.
I don't. It's more than what I understand. All I understand is I got a ship, I got a dog, and I kill people for fun. So
I mean, not really for fun. Really, you're a murderer for hire.
So for fun.
That's not when I go to Fortuna. But go ahead.
So like, as far as game, you can't compare gameplay because gameplay, Destiny is obviously the more superior game. Talking about an indie versus a AAA studio, that's not fair. But
that's more of an opinion, honestly.
I have more fun.
It depends on what you're talking about.
I have more
like gunplay.
Destiny. Yeah.
You're talking about gunplay.
I'm talking about gameplay all around.
Gunplay, I'd give it to Destiny. Mobility, I'd give it to Warframe.
Abilities definitely go to Warframe.
Warframe has more abilities. Period. More diverse, more abilities.
Warframe is it's a bigger stage. So yeah, like if they didn't have the mobility that they have, it completely hampered it.
No, but it also just has to do with the concept of the game. Versus where in Destiny, you're technically a walking zombie.
You don't die.
No, you have to remember, Destiny 1, your ghost finds you dead. You've been dead for a while. He just brings you back to life. You are a walking zombie with a gun in your hand.
Wake me up! Wake me up inside! This nigga keeps healing himself.
Versus Warframe, where you're just a alien ninja who's been asleep. Not dead, just sleep.
Yeah. But I like Destiny more. Destiny is a lot more fun for me.
I can understand.
Like, I enjoy Warframe like when we're on. Because the majority of the time we're not even talking about the damn game. We talk about X, Y, and Z. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of like a pointless game that you can just play music on, chill with the homies, and just ain't no stress to it or nothing like that.
Unless you have that one random that don't know how to do a goddamn thing.
Yeah, when we're doing sorties.
Yep.
But other than that, I'm rocking with Destiny as far as actual desire to want to play a game. Even though I don't play neither one of them games.
Another one, the boss fights in Destiny is definitely better than Warframe.
Man, them boss fights in Warframe, boy, we go up there, smack 3 times, nigga dead. All right, I'll holler.
That depends on fucking how difficult the ones is.
Yeah, no, but my thing is like with the boss fights in Warframe, it's not like in Destiny there's certain things you have to do and there's ways to it. In Warframe, it's pretty much just keep hitting this nigga until he die or until you die.
I mean, what bosses are you talking about? Because that was fucking Destiny.
Like where did we go into? The Tangled Shore, that boss over there, the little witch, and all this. Like she had waves that you had to go through instead of just this one area where you just keep hitting. Like I said, in Warframe, Rambo's kind of right. When you get your player to a certain rank and get certain abilities, most of the bosses, unless you're doing sorties, are pretty much it's really just you're running through.
I mean, except for that one damn boss with the 7 heads, the damn Hydra bitch.
Yeah, besides that.
Fucking whore.
But like most of the other ones, when you have like your abilities right, you have all your mods right, and it's not a sortie, you can run through most of those bosses easy, or at least they're not too difficult to handle. Whereas in Destiny, the bosses actually have some type of difficulty to them, no matter what your rank is, because they usually get scaled to you.
Yeah. I'd say that's mostly in raids, though, honestly. Because most of the time, whenever I played Destiny, I just did a normal boss fight by myself. I did just fine. The only time I actually struggled when we did like the raids and shit. Like that one that's in the funny moments with like the little eye bitch. That
the Nightfall strikes and raid. Yeah, that's what I mean when I say boss fight. It's not like the simple one.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Because I mean, that could be compared to like to the sorties and shit. Because I mean, like the most difficult boss fight, honestly, for Warframe would easily be if you're trying to get Umbra.
Wisp. Umbra, yeah.
And Wisp too.
Wisp is the one boss fight I'll say in Warframe actually has waves to it. It actually has like it's not just continue to hit them. Because you actually have to run the thing into like the little batteries and shit.
Yep.
It actually has stuff you actually have to do. But most of the fights that we do, it's really just like shoot and slash until something dies. Like even like it's not fair to say, but like even the first real boss fight that you have when you go against forget that dirty nigga's name who was out here simping over some hoes. Forget the nigga's name, but the first real boss fight, the old nigga, you really just keep hitting him and then you knock him down, gets back up, puts a bubble around himself for all of 3 seconds, and then you just do that up. And then you just do it again.
Eh.
Jesus Christ.
Hey yo, this mother need to get his together.
Oh, now I can get notifications on Discord when I have it pulled up. But yeah, I say the boss fights are definitely better on Destiny.
I'll be honest with you, I can't remember any memorable ones except for the ones from raids that I mentioned. That's just me. Hey dog, you got a dog in this? Oh no, you already said you're going with Destiny.
He said BRB anyways.
You did? Because I don't have Discord open. I have the stream open.
Yeah, he said he'd be right back.
Alright, well, he stink. That's all I got for my damn verses. No, I'm saying this was another episode of the Game Wars. Outros, people.
I played Devil's Advocate, but in all honesty, I would have picked Destiny 2, but for the sake of being different, I picked Warframe. I do play these games. I was also unfortunately restricted when I was younger. So I couldn't play all these games, but I do play these games. And because I didn't get to play all these games, certain games I don't have certain affection for, like Gears or Halo.
Chad, he won't play Fable. He stinks.
I don't have a certain affection towards it.
Yeah, I have a certain affection to at least try it, good sir.
Y'all played multiple Fables.
I've played.
Y'all actually have.
I've played 1.5 Fables.
That's multiple. That's more than one. Multiple means more than one, sir.
I played all of them.
Like I said, y'all have precedent to the game. Y'all are telling me to get into a game that's been out for years that I didn't want to play back then. I don't want to play now.
If you don't just try the shit.
You don't play games, chat. That's all I keep hearing.
All because I don't want to play safe.
All because you don't want to try it, which makes it worse. Go ahead, Rambo.
Sin. MMA chat. The 7 Deadly Sins mobile game.
They ain't paying us.
Fire.
No free promo. All 2020. Fuck that.
When you use it, Rainbow.
And this Apex jump, not that bad. I kind of rock with it, chat. Online, big bloodhound updates in the cheesy yak. You know what I'm saying? But I
All right, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Run Those Games podcast, Game Awards Part 2. I'm holla at y'all later. We're going to try to get this thing uploaded as soon as possible. We will be recording an actual full episode of the regular podcast pretty damn soon. Love y'all. We're going to holla at y'all later, but we out. Peace.
Kenny, you stink.